Hello guys, welcome back to ESENtaxa. Andre Papito here, and in this video we are going to discuss about the Italian limited liability company, and in particular how to squeeze down your corporate tax. This is the second video of a series of videos in which we are going to deep dive into the Italian entities, Italian companies known as SRL. If you're new to this channel, I want to remind you that ESENtaxa talks about how to optimize your taxation in Italy. If you're already living in Italy and you're not satisfied from your accountant, or if you want to relocate in Italy and you want to tax planify your situation before the relocation. So we provide you the tax simulation service, a tax consultancy services in order to planify your situation from the taxation point of view. In this video, we are going to discuss about the way of reducing the tax burden on the Italian limited liability company. So just to summarize, what is the issue here? So the Italian SRL have this issue. So you pay the 24% on corporate level plus 3.9% of a surcharge tax. Then you pay 26% on dividends. Then if you pay yourself a payroll as administrator and if you don't optimize well enough the situation here, you might pay basically half of the money is gone between social security, insurance and taxes in administrator payroll. So you pay here social security and taxes, and then here you also pay another social security on the profit of your companies, regardless if you are withdrawing your dividends or not. 24% of social security is due on the profit of your company. Now, in the previous video, we have learned how to optimize this, how to optimize the administrator payroll and squeeze down the taxes from around 50% taxes and social security combined down to 19%, around 19%, again, social security and taxes combined. Now, in this video, so this is the things that we have discussed last time. In this video, we are going to see how to get rid of this and this one, which is the situation, a specific situation. Is not possible to do it always, but a specific situation in which you can get rid of the corporate tax and the extra corporate tax called IRAP. The corporate tax in Italy is called IRES, and here it's called IRAP, just to learn about the acronyms of the Italian taxations. So let's drop a line here. Okay, and let's discuss about this specific situation. So when you're working in Italy, you are already an employee, you are self-employed, or you want to move to Italy for a specific project, for a specific task, for a specific long-term project, I would say, it's possible to establish a partnership with an entity, okay? So you can be an individual which establish a partnership with an SRL. SRL, it's like a company, can be any type of company. So I'll just give you an idea. You can either be another SRL, you're already an SRL, or you are an individual. One of you establish a partnership with an Italian SRL, okay? Now, this is a particular type of partnership which will establish a specific contract in which you declare to be part of the losses and, of course, part of the profit with this company for your specific target, which is the objective of your partnership, the idea of the partnership, a specific project, specific work, specific business, okay? So you establish in this contract the criteria, which is the target, which is the business, and you specify that you will be part of the losses, eventual losses, and eventual profit. With this formulation, with this structure, with this template, the taxation changes a lot. So, what is the benefit of this situation? Then we also talk about the disadvantages, of course, to have this kind of structure. Here, when you have a profit in this situation, when you and your company, so you and your company becomes a partnership, let's call it P, and you make like 100,000 euro in profit thanks to this partnership, and you have established also the percentage, of course, of this partnership. Classical example, 50% each, 50% and 50%. So 50% of this 100,000 euro goes to the SRL, which I've made a partnership, and the other 50%, so 50,000 euro, flows in my pocket, okay? Now, what is the things here? The initial 15,000 euro will be taxed at the ordinary SRL tax rate, 24 plus 39, the older situation that we have seen before. But in your case, this flows straight to your pocket as a dividend. So you will only be liable of 26%. So you don't even pay Social Security on this. So we also eliminate this taxation, and this taxation. You're not part of the company, so you're not a shareholder of this company. You are just a partner. So, but even though you're not a shareholder, you might be liable of losses. So this is the disadvantages. Now, what is the trick here? Of course, you're going to establish a partnership on a business, on a target, which basically minimizes the possibility of losses. In which most likely, in the worst case, you don't earn nothing, or in the best case, you earn some profit, and in a very rare case, you get some losses. Okay, so you're going to be part of the losses, even not being a shareholder of this SRL. That's the thing. So this is the price to pay to avoid paying this, and this. So basically, in the partnership, 50,000 euro flows in your pocket as a flat tax. So this doesn't even accumulate with your RPF progressive taxation. It's a flat tax, a separate taxation. It's not liable of Social Security. So it's basically, it's under the form, it's considered dividend, even though you're not basically a shareholder of the company. So that's the thing, that's the important thing. It's a particular structure that has to be established. So in case you belong to this situation, you might think to just move to Italy for a specific type of work and you need a partner, and this partner is a company, let us know in the description below the video. We have our Calendly link, www.calendly/ESENtaxa. You can book a consultation with us and we can understand if this type of contracts makes sense for your specific situation. It can be a situation where I need to work in Italy for a couple of years to carry on my activity for a specific project. Then I don't need to set up any company. I don't have to do nothing. I just have to establish a partnership contract with a specific SRL and pay only 26%. 26%, and that's it, flat. There is nothing else to pay. Okay, we are talking about a business. Big business. Here we don't have any limits in terms of, we can be also million euro here. I'm just throwing some numbers just for the sake of simplicity, but there is no limits. And most importantly, another thing, this partnership can also be established from an SRL to another SRL. And this company here can also be a foreign one. Be careful about this point. So when you're an SRL, you're not going to pay 26%, but you're going to have an exclusion of 95% of this profit, shared profit. Only 5% of it will be taxed. And then which makes a 1.2% effective tax rate. 1.2% effective tax rate when you have a company. Okay, this is a very similar, if you know quite well the tax system, it's very similar taxation when you have a holding company owning a share of another company, and then this can be also an European one holding an Italian one, and then you are in the tax scheme regime, and then you have this exclusion of 95%. It's very similar, it resembles the same type of taxation, but it's not exactly the same PEX tax scheme. Be careful about also this point, because I'm sure that you guys know, but this is the classical case of a PEX. No, it's not exactly the same. I hope you like this kind of content. I hope you liked this kind of strategy. Stay tuned for the next videos about the SRL and how to optimize taxes in Italy, even though it looks like extremely difficult to do it. But here in ESENtaxa, we explain you very hidden tax schemes and tax law that nobody talks about, and we hope that you can exploit to move to Italy and pay less tax possible. If you like this kind of content, please notification bell, like button, and subscribe the channel to help us grow and release for free this kind of content. Thank you, so see you to the next video. Bye.